Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Coach Casey. I'm the head coach of the Chaparral Pumas mountain bike team. We'd like to welcome all of our returning riders back for the 2026 season, which is our 7th season on record. We also like to extend a warm welcome to all of our new families and new prospective riders looking to join the team. We have some changes in store for this season. One of those changes actually occurs before the season starts, and that is what this video is all about. This video is going to explain to you the new qualifying standard that we have for our team. And we hope with this standard to improve safety, improve efficiency, and also improve morale among the team.
Oh, Brotato Chip. Less talking. Get to the video. Come on. Can you even spell TikTok?
One of the easiest and probably most popular ways to find the loop that we will be using for our preseason qualifying standard is to download the Strava app. Once on the Strava app, locate the Pumas small loop to find the start and finish points. The system of trails that we will be utilizing is part of the Greater Hogbacks Trail System. The entry point is off of La Alba Trailhead, located at the end of cul-de-sac on La Alba Drive. If you're new to this trail system and you don't yet have Strava, feel free to use the GPS coordinates located here to verify that you are starting and ending at the correct location for the Pumas small loop.
Now that you know how to find the trail, let's take a lap around the Pumas small loop with some of our current riders and coaches and see what the trail is all about.
Okay, so here we are at the start and actually the finish of the Pumas small loop. You'll notice some little rocks off to the side here that have been piled up. All right, our riders are off and they're making their way up the trail here. They're going to go ahead and take the first right-hand corner here that they come to, and they're going to go down this little section of trail that's got some rolling kind of pump track features. Eventually, they're going to come to a T in the trail, and if they go straight ahead, they'll run into a fence. So they're going to need to make a left and go up this little hill here before they make a 180-degree right-hand turn and begin the really, really fun downhill section. Okay, here's some of our riders now coming down the trail with these really fun high-banked corners. You got some good lefts and rights, and then they'll work their way up some little punchy climbs and some rocky sections before they enter some more fun downhills. And here they are again making their way down the downhills. You'll notice all of our riders are always covering their brakes, both front and rear, with at least one finger. We like to encourage smooth braking. You'll notice they're also standing up through all the rough sections and choosing and shifting gears as they go through all of these different features to make sure they're in the optimal cadence. Here the riders make their way down through one of the fun, twisty sections on the Pumas small loop single track. Special shout out today to riders Liam, Benji, Hunter, Nick, Ella, and Parker, as well as coaches Sean and Coach Garrett for helping make the video. You'll notice our coaches wear backpacks at all of our practices. That's because they always will have first aid, emergency equipment, and communication radio devices. We always sweep the riders and make sure we know where they are at all times.
Nice.
At this point, the riders have completed the downhill section of the Pumas small loop, and they make their way underneath this tunnel of a tree. At some point, we're going to need to name this thing something special. This is a flat section of trail that leads to the climb. This is a final chance for the riders to catch their breath, lower their heart rates, and prepare for the climb ahead. You'll notice most of the riders during the climbing sections are in the seated position and utilizing their gears to keep their pedaling in the optimal cadence of 80 to 90 RPMs during the climb. Sometimes during a tougher section, or if a rider has missed a shift, they'll need to stand up to power their way up the climb, or just to get more force if they want to accelerate or put in an attack move. Okay, believe it or not, this brings us to the end of the Pumas small loop qualifying lap. Now remember, you're going to do 2 laps. So as these riders come across the top of this gray dirt climb, they're going to continue past the start finish and begin their second lap as well.
So that should give you a pretty good idea of what it's like riding around a Pumas small loop. It's got some uphills, some downhills, some fun corners, a couple little rocky sections. It's basically everything that we do in cross country. It's a good example of what the riders will experience in races and in practices. The loop is only 1 mile long with about 100 feet of climbing. So now let's get on to what our recommended preseason standard is to be on the team. Again, I said recommended. There will be no stopwatch day. No one is going to go out and test you on this and kick you off the team. But if you can't meet this standard, just understand that you're going to have a very hard time keeping up with this team.
Holy moly, we got a talker. Let's go, Sir Talks a Lot. I'm already down into zone 1 and I need to get going with my workout. Can you hurry up and land the plane?
The standard that we're looking for is for new riders and returning riders to be able to complete 2 consecutive Puma laps, small Puma laps, in 15 minutes or better. Okay? If you're very close to that 15-minute standard, but you're a really hard worker and you're willing to put in extra days and extra time, we kind of want you on this team. What we're looking for is great attitudes and hard work ethic. I hope that covers everything with this qualifying standard. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and welcome new and returning riders back to the team.
Oh, finally.
We're gonna turn left and come through the gates and stick to the left side. Now this could be a little bit of a climb in this whole time trial. Make sure you guys have water, especially middays. It will be hot out here. And if you come in the evening like I did, expect the sun to be eye level for half of the trail. Then once you make it to the top of this hill, you're gonna come down to the left. Make a right-hand turn. And then for those of you that have been on our team before, this is our meeting spot at the end of practice on top of hogs. And we're gonna go down the hill we normally climb up for the shortest way to our perimeter our small loop. So that is going to be the entrance of our small loop, but because we're doing the time trial, we'll start down here. Hello. Hey, how are you doing? Good, yourselves? Good. That's awesome. And remember, this is a public trail, so be courteous with your passes. And even though you might be in your time trial, just pass safely and make sure you call out your passes if you're behind someone. So this is the place where we will start. It's before heading down this hill. There's this little cross section of trails, and that's a good starting point. We're gonna make our way back, and this will be the start of our time trial. So you could get some speed coming up here. And then make this first right-hand turn. And you have officially started. And then make this right-hand turn at the fence. And this will be the start of the downhill section. Make sure you are always covering your brakes. It can get loose out here, especially in these turns. Up here, make sure you continue straight, don't go left. Make this right-hand turn up here. Do not go straight. And once again, the loop, it's going to be small Pumas loop on Strava. If you do not have Strava, you could just follow this route and then time it on your watch or iPhone. This is a good place to take a drink. It's nice and flat. This whole section, really stay on the pedals, but also keep in mind you're pacing yourself for 2 laps. Then you're gonna make this right-hand turn, continue up this hill, and then that will be the end of lap 1. There is 2 parts of this hill, so don't go all out on this first part because we got to make it up the second time. And the reason we are doing this little pre-trial is to make sure our students have the minimum standard abilities to be able to ride with our team in a safe manner. And that right there, we just passed, was the end of lap 1. We'll do it one more time to finish up this time trial.